Hey guys, it's PHAYZO and you're watching Fission Vocal.
I'm on my shit. Had to go drop my ex bitch.
My real name is Duran Durrell Burns II, so I kind of got like a royalty name. But PHAYZO is actually short for Faison. That's what my mom would have named me if I wasn't named after my dad. So that's why I'm the second. I started out this music thing as a joke. Like, this is a joke. I was going to the studio, I was just messing around. It ended up being something that I love to do. It ended up being something that I ended up fucking around making a song that was heat as fuck. So that's kind of why I do this music thing now, but then it became a thing of like, I wanted to be something more than what people looked at me. I realized that it didn't matter, like, if I went to school and became a fucking PhD doctor, like, somebody somewhere of some different complexion is gonna look down on me and think that I'm not shit. So I wanted to get to a different point where I'm making my own money, I'm my own business. Who am I? That's PHAYZO. You're gonna know who the fuck I am, and you're gonna show some respect. So that's where I'm trying to be.
Fat ass move like the ocean wave.
Well, actually, I had no support from the fam. My sister, she listened to some of my stuff, but it wasn't really until I like made my first like good song, which is called Concoction, by the way, that my sister started messing with me. Like, I showed my mom, but she's not musically inclined in any sort of way, so she didn't really give a fuck. Chris, of all people, that's my best friend. He's always been supportive. All of my other friends, I got Jay, he was with me, he started this with me. Everybody else, I don't know, they were kind of iffy about it, you know what I'm saying? But as the music kept going and people started seeing that, hey, oh, he's taking it seriously. Oh, hey, he's dropping a heat song every time he puts something out. Then it's like, oh, okay, I'm starting to fuck with him. I started to see the way that, oh, people look at it like, this is his grind, this is his business, this is what he wants to do. So I'm gonna start messing with it, I'm gonna start listening to it.
Can't be wasting no time on my feelings. Hop on any track and I keep
R&B all the time, all the time. Usher, Trey Songz, Alicia Keys, Rihanna, Beyonce, like everybody. Like, I didn't even listen to rap until like I started listening to like Young Jock, and then all of a sudden I got into rap. But that was something I had to build like on my own time. Like, I would just be on YouTube like all the time, just Eminem, Lil Wayne, Drake, like what I wanted to listen to. And the way that I just like completely, I look at an artist's business more than the artist's actual music. So the actual artists that I look up to are like Diddy, Kanye West, Jay-Z, all the like businessmen who like they used the rap game as a step stool into business, you know? And then all the artists that I look at musically, which is like Gunna, Young Thug, Drake, those are the people I look at when I'm in the studio making music. They like inspired like my flow, the way I hit the beat, like cocky, confident, the things that I talk about. But then when it comes to the business side of it, I'm looking at how do these others like Diddy and Jay-Z and all that I talk to, that's when I handle the business side, you know?
had to go drop my ex bitch. Can't tell me.
So the goals for that is just building my social media. Like, I have to build my social media. So I've been, like, if I'm not dropping music, I have to drop pictures. If I'm not dropping pictures, I have to drop videos. If I'm not dropping videos, then I'm in the studio. You know, everything that I do, even when it comes to me working at another job, you know what I'm saying? If I'm delivery driving, selling fucking weed, no matter what it is, all the money goes into making this a career. You know what I'm saying? The way I talk to people, the way I introduce myself to people, they're not coming to me to mess with my music. They're coming to me to mess with me. That's what's gonna follow me. That's who's gonna listen to my music when it comes out. That's who's gonna spread my stuff.
Now she feeling me all in the guts. She got a man, I don't give a fuck.
So my team right now is just me and my engineers. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got Chance, I got JJ West, I got Dark, I got the people that I work with who know my voice, know my style, know what I want to do. But when it comes to the business side of things, I just go on the internet and do that myself. Like, I fucking took Intro to Business. I know exactly what I need to do to build a social media and market myself social media wise. And I know that once the followers come, the promoters come, the buyers come, the sponsors come, and then that just builds itself. The internet's a wonderful thing. Like, once it goes, it keeps going.
I don't have to try, no, bad bitches all on my line, hoes.
Outdoing what I did the last time. Outperforming myself every time I do something. If I hop up on stage and everybody says, oh, you did so good, you're number one. Okay, cool, I can't chill now I gotta up that. I come out with a song, it's good as hell. Okay, now I gotta up that. Not only do I gotta up that, I gotta switch it up. I can't just drop another song that sounds like the last song I made, you know what I'm saying? I think a lot of artists need to understand that like you have to outdo yourself. A lot of people want to do the same flows or use same bars. It's like, nah, dude, like people are looking at upcoming artists 10 times more like they're ready to come at you. They're ready to eat you up. They're not ready to eat Drake up. Drake has money. He could say anything. He could literally just go on the beat all day and they'd be like, but nah, us, they're like, oh, bro, I hear you breathing too much. Oh, nah, you kind of stuttered there. It's like, no, that's my flow. I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you gotta outdo yourself. You gotta outdo people's expectations.
Studio, don't go outside, competition is puny, I don't have to try, no.
The process is the process. Like, it's whatever happens. When I go to the studio, anything could happen. I could go in there, I could freestyle and mess around, it could turn into a song. I could go in there with something written and it could turn into a song. I go in there with a whole song done and have somebody else in the studio whose voice I like and have them hop on the song and make something happen. Like Bleach It, that was a freestyle. Concoction, that was off the dome. Hit Licks, that was a written hook, and then I went into like the verses with freestyling, you know? Cause I would be, when I was, all my beginning stuff, that was when I would just go to the stew, Chance would cook up a little beat or something real quick, and I'd just be like, all right, just give me the mic, let me sit for a little bit and just sit there rapping the whole time. Someone would pop out, you know? I'd be like fucking around with a Nintendo Switch, stealing things, literally. Oh, hit licks, all I do is hit licks. Oh shit, I like that shit. Hey, play that beat back. Hold on, hit licks, all I do is hit licks. He's like, hold on, take that down. Put just 2 bars in. Song could go off of that. And like, you gotta have a good ear. Like, a lot of people don't have a good ear. It's very noticeable. Like, I put everything into the hook, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like anybody who's worked with me, or if you listen to what I got going on, like, my hooks are very prominent, they're very loud, and they're very catchy. It doesn't matter if it's freestyled or written, it's the way that I'm gonna present that to you. Because a freestyle, even if I freestyle it, you wanna know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go re-record it after I freestyled and written it down so that it sounds good. But the freestyle is what gave me the bars, that's what gave me the flow, that's what gave me the idea. But see, then there's things like Fed Up, where that was just like, I went to the studio mad as shit and just was like, let the fucking thing go. And it was just like, boom.
Or when you hit a creative block, what do you do?
I go out and I live my life, and I let life happen. And then life will correlate with the song, literally, every time. I don't care if it takes a month, 2 months, 3 months. Matter of fact, the longer you take, the more hype you build up if you've been dropping good shit. People are gonna want your shit, and you're gonna know people want your shit. So go live life.
This is how I was raised. This the path that I claim. They on the path that
Funny studio story. It was when I was on my grind. It was actually the night of Concoction. Concoction wouldn't have been made if this didn't happen. I was actually on a cane. I broke my leg in a terrible accident. Not gonna get into the details. I went to the studio, and my buddy, I just really wasn't feeling it. Like my confidence wasn't there. I was sad. Like, I didn't know what to rap about. I didn't know what to write about. I was just sitting there just like smoking weed, and he had like these 3 beats playing. And I was like, I don't know what beat I want. Like, I don't know, let's go to Burger King. So we go to Burger King, the beat's playing, and I'm just sitting there like, damn, like, let me just do some drugs real quick. So I put my little I had hella painkillers from my leg being broken. So I just sat there, did that shit, was sitting there. I felt like I had like a little cup of lean. So I was sipping the shit, and I was like, listening to the Concoction beat playing. It was playing in the car, and I was listening to it. My buddy Chance, he wasn't in the car, he was outside, he was inside. I was just kind of listening to the beat, and I was like, mixing up. I just had the word concoction in my head, like concoction. Next thing I know, my buddy Chance gets back in the car, I'm sipping my drink, I'm kind of just thinking like, mixing up that's all I had in my head, was mixing up and then we get to a gas station. We go to a gas station, and I told my buddy Chance, I was like, I don't know why, but like, I'm trying to think of like some song with like some like 3-syllable word that's just like long as fuck, like conglomerate or fucking conceited. And I'm like, concoction. And he's like, concoction? I like that. And he's like, hold on. Actually, the whole beat that I was listening to the whole time in the car, when I came up with that mixing up, it was not the concoction beat the whole time. Next thing I know, he's like, I like that. He goes in the gas station, comes back out, throws on this other beat. And he's like, you wanna know what I'm thinking about? Purple concoction. And I was like, purple concoction? And I was like, that's literally the syllables I needed. I was like, throw that other beat on. And I was like, Mixing up a purple concoction. I was like, ooh, I like that. Sprite codeine if you don't know the process. So those 2 lines, I went off of those 2 lines. Next thing I know, I had the hook done by the time we went from the gas station to the studio. Get back to the studio, completely record, at least the first half. I'd come in on the beat, and this was the key moment. I came in right when the beat dropped, so the whole song sounded completely different. But what had happened was I got so tired of, I was off the shits, I passed out, and Chance fucked up, and he moved the vocals over like 2 seconds so that I came in right after the beat dropped, and that woke me up in the studio. I was like, wait, stop right there, play that back. And it's like, doom, mixing up a purple concoction. I was like, that shit's hard. Completely rerouted, remapped the whole song, and like I was like, wow, like the whole song just came together. I don't know what happened. Like next thing I know, I'm freestyling. Next thing I know, I'm writing. Next thing I know, I'm sleeping, waking up. Song's made. I got a video. I'll low-key send you the video so you can add it to this interview. Cause it's just like, it starts out sounding weird as hell, and then it's just like, boom, song, gas ass song.
Here we go.
Am I doing the whole thing? Concoction, Sprite codeine if you don't know the progress. Up late nights trying to
You fucked up.
No, I was trying to, bro.
Mixing up a purple concoction, Sprite codeine if you don't know the process. Up late nights trying to progress. What these niggas do to the game? Novice, turn into a monster like this. Fright night leave you unconscious. Double cup bubble got me nauseous. Bitch, you can miss me with your nonsense. I'm gonna shoot for the moon. That there's nothing I can't do.
I probably say when I made Good Smoke, when I was in the studio making Good Smoke. I always wanted a song about smoking weed. And I'm like, I was a whole EP and like 4 singles in with no song about weed whatsoever. And I was like, I just need something that goes. Like nothing I was making that I was coming out was sounding right. Like I made a song called like fucking Psychosis or some shit. Shit was not coming out right. I don't know what happened. I finally went to the studio and came up with Good Smoke. Everybody there, it was good vibes and stuff. But that song is just like, to me, I didn't even care if anybody fucked with it. I was like, that's for me. Like, that's my song. Like, I love that. Like, be yourself and take criticism properly. I learned to be myself. I went through, I think, 3 name changes. I was D Burns, I was Reason, and then I was PHAYZO. And when I was D Burns and I was Reason, I realized that like, that's not the image I was trying to portray out to the public. I was like, I need to rethink what exactly I'm trying to be. You know, who am I? You know what I'm saying? And then once I started doing my own thing, I was like, all right, now that I'm gonna take this seriously, I'm gonna be PHAYZO, I'm gonna be me. Like, yes, it's an alternate character, but it's only just an alternate character of myself. The most rewarding thing, I think people listening to my music on their own time and having it genuinely be something that either gets them through something tough, hypes them up, or gets them through a workout. Like when people come up to me and they tell me, hey bro, like I was listening to Flashback the other day, bro, that really got me through like a tough time, bro. Oh bro, I was mad as fuck and I was playing Fed Up, bro, that shit had me lit as fuck. I was like, oh, I was at the club going to the city blasting this and that. Like that shit is so heartwarming, that's so lit. Like that means like what I'm doing is working. It starts out with the people you know, and then you notice it just starts to become people you didn't know ever even knew you existed. And then that's when shit gets really like, wow, like I'm doing something. Or like when strangers go up to your friends in a whole nother town, fucking 30 miles out, and it's like, hey yo, I listen to this dude, it's PHAYZO. It's like, hey, that's my homie. Like what? Like what am I currently working on? I'm currently working on the next big thing. The next song, the next video, the next thing that's gonna pop off. No more EPs, no more mixtape. It's gonna be singles. And then that one single, I got a single. I already got the song ready. It's over with. Well, I worked with a guy, his name's Cheech Beats. Very, 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 very good videographer. Y'all should check him out. He worked with Heavy Steppers. Their video went viral. That video, like everything about that video went wrong, but went so well at the same time. I had a plan of like having like 2 Mustangs, a whole another set of locations, 2 people who didn't even show up. I had to find people last minute. Everything just went wrong, but like the way he recorded everything and the way I improvised with what I had just turned out so good. I think I worked with Cheech. I had my homie Chris, aka High C, Ty, Jalen, Elijah, Claire, my boy Eric let me use his fucking Mustang. I had the littlest of nothing. I used my buddy Chris's house, Matt's house, and a church parking lot. That was it. That's the whole video. Literally like right outside somebody's house. Like.
I'm on my shit.
Oh, creative influences? Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle's a big creative influence because what he taught me was to not give a fuck what anybody says and speak your mind. Like, speak your mind. Like, that man is so smart. Like I just was going back and watching the Chappelle show the other day, and just the hustle and the grind of being able to work under people who just look down at you and be able to get through that, come up and get even better. You know, you can turn down $50 million and still be rich. Like, that stuff is inspiring to me. So, like, yeah, like I said, I like comedy a lot, so that comedy feeds big time into my music.
Has there been like any like authority like influences, like a teacher or something, or like a principal, or like someone's mom, dad, like anybody like that?
Oh, nah. Nah. Cause when I was in school, like a teacher wouldn't have even known I was like rapping. But like in school, I was just like, I was always told like, oh, like you're a leader figure. Like when you do things, people tend to follow what you do. And I just kind of have gone off of that. Cause I'm like, if I can use that to my advantage, then, you know.
Would you ever pursue a comedy career on the side?
Yes. Matter of fact, that's the goal. Fuck the rap. You know, literally. I'd rather be up on stage talking about like my life in a stand-up manner, or making a TV show in like a Family Guy, Rick and Morty manner, than like rapping.
You should do it at your shows, like in between songs.
See, the thing is, venues don't give you any time. They're like, you do your song, it's gonna play, and they're gonna cut you off, literally. Right, when you start owning things, then yeah. Put your money that you put into those trash promotions into good promotions. Period. That's why you have to teach yourself the business side. Because when I was young, you did not know business. I did not know what the fuck to do, where to spend my money, and how to spend it. But now that I took time studying and learning, like, I would go back and just slap the shit out of myself. Like, what are you doing? So the guy mentioned Chance, he made his own beats. So things off of my first EP are all like his beats. And then after that, he kicked me out because he was trying to get on his grind. I was trying to get on my grind, and like time schedules were not matching up. So I was like, it's time for me to go find somebody on YouTube that I click with, that my voice clicks with. Because a lot of people struggle with one thing, and that's you're hopping on a beat because that's your favorite artist type beat. But you need to hop on a beat that caters to your voice. So I had to find that producer that caters to my voice, and that was Oh Boy. And I've been just trying to get in link contacts with him since. But like, I'm spazzing on this shit. That shit hard.
Have you ever tried producing by yourself?
Producing? Yeah, I actually made a beat before. I've done a song called like Lean Fiends. I made that beat. It's trash though, but it was going. It was going for sure.
Do you have like a dream producer that you want to work with in the future?
Metro! Booming. Period. Like, he's this generation's Dr. Dre, and like once I'm with him, like I can roll over in my grave. Like, that is goals. Shows are probably like the best thing you could do as an artist, to be honest. Like, I've done a couple shows, and like, I mean, I don't know, ever since I stepped up on stage, like I have not fucked up since. And even when I do fuck up, like, it's like, make it lit, you know? Like, I don't know, being up on stage is lit. I can say for any artist, like, if you can't get up on stage, I would highly reconsider being an artist, because that is the most important step. Being an artist is that stage presence, for real. You can have trash music and get up there with the right kind of stage presence, and I guarantee you will take off. You will take off.
Have you ever had like a bad show experience or something go wrong?
Yeah, I threw up on stage, and somehow not a lot of people noticed. I was in a basement of a coffee bar, and they had speakers down there that just weren't working the whole time until I got up there. Like, it was just screeching. It was like they were rapping trash music, and then so I just had a huge ass headache, and I was not drinking water. This is when I learned drink water. Like, make subtitles with that. Like, drink water. like man. So I get up there, and I picked all my like lit ass like best songs. Like, I'm yelling and shit. I open up with like To the Stars, and then it's boom fucking hit licks, and I go right into Fed Up, and I'm like, this is gonna be tough. So I take a sip of my drink. It was pink lemonade. That's where I fucked up. The acidity just didn't sit right in my stomach. I took a sip of my pink lemonade. I go into Fed Up. I get through the hook. I'm going on to the fast part, and then right when I get like at the end of the fast part, there's like a pause in the song, and then I come right back into the song. So right when I finished, I was like, turned around, said, ugh, came right back and was like, view discretion advised. Like only my like work homies who were in that corner like saw me, and they were like, and I was just like just kept going, just fuck it. And then by the time I got to the last song, like when you throw up, like your voice is gone. Like I was like, this sucked, and everybody was like, oh my god, you did such a good job, and I'm like.
I would say if you could be in like any city to promote your music, where do you think you'd blow up the quickest?
Probably Atlanta. Yeah, I'd blow up quick in Atlanta.
Like, who would you want to be compared to as an artist?
No one. Don't compare me to people. That's my main thing, is not being compared to anybody. You can listen to my songs and say this beat sounds like something some artist would hop on, but you cannot say and will not say I sound like somebody else. A lot of people used to say I sound like 21 Savage. I'm like, how? Please tell me how. But that's because I used to hop on a lot of 21 Savage type beats. So I realized, oh, you're telling me I sound like 21 because I'm on a 21 type beat. So it's like, you gotta understand when people know what they're talking about and when they don't. Thank you guys for watching my interview. The name's PHAYZO. Check me out on all social. It's official PHAYZO, PHAYZO, and this is brought to you by Vision Vocals. That's all, folks.